What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Tuesday, November 22nd, 2022. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. Thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you had a good Monday. Felt very sticky energetically to me. Dark moon in Scorpio and that sun finishing up in Scorpio. It was just intense. So not like necessarily bad, just sticky is the best word I could use to describe it. Also, if you like these videos, please do, when you come and check them out, hit the thumbs up. It helps a lot with the channel and the algorithm in YouTube's platform. So, maybe somebody else would enjoy these videos too. If you don't want to share or show them around or whatever, just hitting the thumbs up helps the channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And I'm so grateful for the views that the channel has been getting. It's definitely been on an uptick, so thank you so much. Very grateful as we're in Sag season now for all of you and the growth that this channel has had. 11 November 2022. It's a lot of 2 energy. Even 11 makes a 2. And then I think all of that together makes a 13 when you put it all together. Or no, it makes a 12. So then you get a 3, which is Jupiter energy. So it's very interesting. We're almost to that new moon in Sagittarius, but let's take a look at the astrology today. Definitely could be very expansive. Full day locked and loaded in Sag. Thank goodness. I mean, just going through this ingress from Scorpio to Sag is very like 8th, 9th house. This is where so much of that transformation, so much of that depth, so much of our passion, so much of the things that we dive so deeply into and hold on so tightly to, we have a sense if things were ripped away or however things go in our life, this is definitely a time where we can come rising up like the phoenix. It is that moment, that ingress. And there's a lot of Sagittarius energy with Mercury and Venus, and Mercury now past Venus in Sagittarius. So it really is just a time to channel your beliefs into positive areas of life. I think we do need to have a lot of faith. We look at Jupiter here. It's a day away from coming direct, and the sun's still in that trine. And now Jupiter disposits the sun. It disposits Venus. It disposits Mercury. So there's just a lot, and they've been getting that like 3 energy for, the day. It's just, there's a lot that can be opening up, but it really is important as we're closing out this Scorpio cycle, even with the moon here, dark in Scorpio and with the South Node, that we're able to let go of negativity. We're able to let go of things that are not a really good investment for ourselves in life and really like push forward into what the story can be. And the story can be so many different things. This is where it's wide open here in Sagittarius. It's this big, vast, area. And I think that we can really go far into this vastness, and it can be beautiful, but we are also, we can get lost in the doubt or lost in how things left or feeling like, things are dismantled in our life. Like we really want to be positive no matter what's showing up in life, how things are going. That positive attitude can really show up in just that, a very positive way in our life. And I think today is a good reminder of that, and to not get kind of sucked into darkness, especially with the dark moon and in Scorpio where it's in fall position. All this Sagittarius energy and Mercury passing Venus is a big deal because, we're getting a lot of ideas and a lot of understanding about our relationships in life, about what's really is expanding, what is not, but also about the things that we're trying to manifest, the things that we're trying to create in life. And with the Venus being the dispositor of the North Node down here in Taurus, gosh, the positive mental state right now about what you can make beautiful in your life is so important, and having that outlook that no matter what happens, you can do it. It's really simple. Like it can feel like things aren't working out here, things aren't working out there, things are going great. Just keeping a positive attitude no matter what is showing up in your life and feeling secure is so important. Having that belief and that emotion mixed with the belief really does start to manifest. And also if you're speaking up for what you believe in and what you believe is possible. So it's really, you have to kind of shift perspective here and take the insights to know what is substantial and beautiful and nurturing, and how to do that to yourself, but also how to understand that relationships are important right now too, and that energy has to be on the same vibration and going into a positive place. It can feel like there's certain people that don't want to go into the positivity. They just want to stay in the same place and feel stuck, or like they can't get somewhere. Especially if you're really shifting your mindset and believing of, how much can be possible for yourself in your life right now, you really do want to pay attention to who's around you, because they can drag you down really quick right now too. But there is a good understanding, and Mercury kind of got the message here from Venus about how to really open doors right now, and how to understand how to look past maybe just the first step and like look into the big abundance, and how to really create abundance within all aspects of what we want and what makes us feel good in life. And sometimes that is by making a change and letting go. And this moon in Scorpio does not want to let go of anything, and it's with the South Node. And that's kind of the hard part here, is it's in that dark moon phase and opposing Uranus. There's definitely weird things that can happen with people today, with Venus and Mercury, and the moon also square over to Saturn in the evening. It's just like, gosh, we really have to take that authority in our life, and we really have to be committed to something, or changes, or people that are going positively accelerated quickly upwards like a rocket ship, like let's go that way. And then it's like, how much do we really want to commit to the things that are dying? Probably not very much. And it can feel like, oh gosh, like this is showing up in my life right now to show me that it doesn't hold any value, and that it's dying, and like, wow, I didn't think that was dying. And then all of a sudden we get a dark moon in Scorpio, getting ready for this new moon in Sag, which, thank God, I mean, that's going to be a nice energy shift, but it's not here yet. So we're having to like really consciously believe in what can be expanded and opened up on, and how to really trust the universe, and how to surrender to what can be created that's beautiful, and really surrender to knowing that whatever's showing up that needs to be changed or shifted or pivoted from the insight that came through and what you felt is real, and you have to trust that. And it's hard to trust with a moon in Scorpio, especially with the South Node, because you feel like you're just going to be let down again if you try something different. But it really is the change of belief to positive beliefs instead of the negative beliefs that are so helpful, and taking authority for what you're feeling and really moving that in an energetic way forward for yourself, knowing that it has substantial value if you pursue it. And it can feel like, today can definitely feel like the world's kind of out to get you, like nothing's going right. And that's where it is that belief. And you have to take the authority for how you feel and shift it and turn it, and be very grounded and mature in the creative aspects of yourself, that it's all good. This is definitely a rough day astrologically. It has its positivities with the Sag energy, of course, and we're going to want to look at things hopeful, and we're going to want to definitely be jovial and expressive and free, but there's definitely some, there's some hurdles we have to get through, and I think it's stuff that we have to do in our own mind here. We have to really go deeper into ourself and our belief, and look at the big picture of where things are going, and not get caught up on the little things as much as they can try and pull us down. Mars is finally separating more and more from Neptune, so there's more clarity within action here. Definitely, we can feel like we're coming up from being pulled down into the ocean. We're definitely like getting a gasp of air, I feel like, today. It's just, gosh, that first breath after all that can definitely be like a little traumatizing in its own right. It's like, okay, but Mars is starting to make that trine over to Saturn, which is giving us a lot of authority in our action. So now, all that intuitive sort of downloads that came through while we were submerged in these places, in this Scorpio kind of pit, if you will, and as we're rising up through it, if we're able to commit to a future that we see that is substantial, that we want to work towards, that is definitely making sense, it's almost like it's very obvious what makes sense, because it's bringing value into your life, and it makes you feel good, and it makes you feel whole. And then there's stuff that doesn't make you feel whole. And I think there's just like, it's just really taking we're at a place now where you just really want to listen to that and take authority back for yourself and act on that without feeling like you can't. I think there's a lot of doubt in the world right now and in the collective. And I think, the more we shift out of that and look at the I can do that, or, look at how this is possible, that we start to see those things actually are possible. But it's at every individual's choice here to think that something's possible or to think that it's not possible. And that's where I feel like Saturn's playing a big role in the astrology right now, especially today, and even Uranus, is we have to be willing to go in to a place that feels alien or weird or, whoa, what's this? Because we have to learn to let go, and we have to try new things. And the more we try new things, we're building that direction and building that, pathway to what's really out there. And I do think it takes a lot of faith. That's a big part of the astrology right now. But, positive, steady, strong belief that you can make these things happen is important. If you don't believe that you can make it happen, then you'll never have the courage to act on it. And this is definitely a time to at least lock down the positive beliefs and not get stuck in the darkness, so that you can start to, especially as we go through this Sagittarius season, you'll start to see that you're really laying the railroad tracks to get out of a lot of situations. So today has its positivities for sure. And the moon will also make a nice trine over to Neptune, which I think can give us a lot more hope, and to be able to feel everything, and that sensitive feeling can definitely show us where we need to be guided. And I think it could be a very psychic day, a very intuitive day, absolutely. Using that, believing it's true. When you get the download, when you get the hit, when you feel it, you feel it. You got to believe it. It's not up to somebody else to kind of back you up on your belief or your feeling. This is definitely a time to really, get sturdy and secure in your belief of where things can go without feeling stuck, because there is very sticky energy out there right now too. And we can all get past that, but it's a little bleh, just a little bit. So, yeah, sending you all my best. Hope that's helpful. We'll use the Game of Thrones deck. Why not? Why not? Yeah, I think we really want to make sure we're putting glue on things in our life right now that we really want to stick, and not putting glue on things just to try it out for fun, especially if we're not really into it. Like the glue on that? You sure you want to stick yourself to that wall? It's going to hurt when you peel it off. I think a healthy curiosity is good, but what we're committing to is important right now. Two of Cups in reverse. Oh dear. Well, they say it's the soulmate card, and it is reversed. But, it's also definitely looking at finding a good mirror image and really being honest with how we feel about people in our lives, and making sure that there is a strong emotional connection, that we do feel like whatever it is we're committing to or focusing our energy on right now, it's in a positive way, and there's good feelings and vibes behind it. If there's not good feelings, good vibes, it's almost like we're just tricking ourselves into some kind of emotional commitment that, do we really want that? Three of Swords. Oh my God. Two of Cups reversed and the Three of Swords upright. Like, who's breaking up today? It's not a relationship reading, but those are harsh relationship cards. But I think it is more of that emotional commitment to finding things that are really a solid reflection and that do feel good, because it's almost like if we don't, we're just setting ourselves up to feel like we're putting another sword in our heart, or to feel like we're, being let down by someone else, or it's just like a doubt that we're never going to make things better, or that things can't, or the things in the world won't get better, and they will get better. But we have to shift that belief, or else, we're kind of almost cementing we're like gluing another heart stabbed through our sword. It's just going to be there, and we're going to wear it as a victim, and that's not going to help us at all. So definitely don't want to be in heartbroken situations today. We want to shift that to a positive energy and around positive people, and really try and uplift ourselves and each other. And the Fool upright, Tyrion Lannister. Yeah, it does feel like there's this new story. There's this whole sort of a, wide open space that we can step into now. And it's finally a Sag season without the South Node in Sagittarius. So yeah, I'm stoked for Sag season this year. Like, it is definitely time to look at how many opportunities there are, how much abundance is out there, to find people that are abundant, to find jobs, to find anything right now that feels like it's filling you up and filling up every aspect of your life that makes you feel good. And to be okay with starting something fresh. Like, we need some fresh energy right now, because it just is a sticky, energetic feeling. And yeah. Sometimes it just takes the willingness to walk out and start something, and to not maybe judge it before it happens, but to just be, let's see what happens. It's not foolish if it's based on I don't know, there's a little naivety. I don't know if I said that right, but there's a naiveness to the Fool. And I think sometimes it's okay to be naive, especially if you're in a positive place, because you're looking at things in a hopeful manner. And I think that it is important to look at things from a hopeful place, not a heartbroken place, or not, a doubt that we'll never find a good reflection in another person or in whatever it is we're trying to commit to. But, it's almost like we could be a fool for believing in the negative side of life right now, or we could be a fool for believing in the positive. But you know what, so what do you want to do? Do you want to make your life positive? Do you want to believe positive, or do you want to just believe negative? I think that's a big question we have to ask ourselves today, and then put that action forward and actually dedicate to what path our future wants to go on. I love you all very much. I appreciate you very much, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace.